right, so I think we're gonna clean that up, but for the sake of the video, we're gonna talk about tray flips and why they may not be working for you. So the biggest thing I see with tray flips when someone tries it is the compensation that they do with the top half of their body. They'll have their foot positioning in the right space, but because they may not have the strength to pop it or do the tray flip in general, they'll try to use the top half of their body to really like throw or have the board spin the way it needs to. So if that's you, you might want to go back to shove it, or just getting a bit more stronger with your approach to applying power with your tricks. So I say shove it because it will teach you to keep the top half. What happened?
I
was turning.
Yeah.
Teach you to keep the top half of your body in the same position you start popping. So check it out. Okay. Instead of doing something like this, where you're here when you start, and then you turn to shove it. Oh my god. Let's get a wider angle.
Can't be over there.
This guy, I don't want to be. Okay. Check it out. You're here, and then you move the top half of your body for the sake of getting the board to spin. So if you find yourself doing that, you might just want to wire that habit out by just doing pop shove-its, right? And getting comfortable having the board spin without the help of the top half of your body. Now, if you wire that out and it's still very difficult to get the board to go full 360 when you actually try to stick it, you might want to think about if you're ready for that trick. Have a good day, bro. Damn, that's a sick bike.
I know, look at
so
it.
Cool. Have a good one, bro. So you might want to just kind of take a step back and get more comfortable skating. There's no rush to do tray flips. If you rush yourself, you're gonna risk building so many compensations, and it's going to be harder wiring those compensations out as you progress, because naturally the fundamental habits those habits we build in the beginning are ones that are hard to wire out, because a lot of the way skateboarding is approached is with the mindset of having fun, and sometimes we don't sync that idea up with really getting a bit more technical with our approach. So just do it right. What I'm basically saying or summarizing is you want to just get it right, or as right as possible the first time, which is not having the top half working so much, right? The top half working is when you want to do something like a big flip, right? It's not going to be very helpful when you try to do this trick into any other obstacle, off of stairs, or just even on flat with some speed. It's going to show like a lot, and you're going to have a frustrating time trying to figure out how to get it cleaner if you didn't pay attention to really if you didn't put some emphasis in getting strong with your ability to maneuver your board, right? So that's what we're talking about. Get comfortable with your ability to maneuver the board, and you don't have to try it with shove-its. You can just, with tray flips, you can do it with shove-its, right? You're getting stronger with that ability if it feels a bit more effortless, if you can do it, you can skate comfortably, pop your board, flick easier. I know a lot of people who can do tray flips and not kick flips. That's not most cases, so don't bank your money, don't bank on that where I can still do tray flip, right? It's just like how do you say this? What am I trying to say? I'm trying to say it's not very productive. It's not productive. It's counterproductive, right? And just because you see someone else being able to do it, it may not serve you the right way, and it may not even be serving them the best way or the way you think, right? It may look fun, but then think about when he tries to do kick flips or do other tricks, he might have put all his eggs in the tray flip, where now he can't even enjoy other tricks. And technically, tray flip is a much more risky trick, oh my god, to do everywhere. And so there's a reason why fundamentals and skaters who have good fundamentals are able to adapt a bit better, right? So I've talked a lot about the top half of the body not being strong enough. In the case you are strong enough and, you know, forming the tray flip is super easy and you're just not landing good, or you might be doing this, right? When you like tray flip, right? The board fully spins, but you're just not able to take it to the finish line. I want you to really consider staying engaged throughout the whole trick. So if you get low and on the attempt, but then extend towards the end and disengage, it's not going to be productive as well. And so you can go back to the shove it and engaging in that way, where you're low and then you stay low.
Do one a little further away so we can see.
Low. Oh, okay. That's not the best one at all, but the point is you want to give it the fair chance, stay engaged. And so if you want to think about how you can apply it with the tray flip, and the way you apply it, it's just by feeling, you know, some contraction in your hip and your core, right? If you don't feel any of this activated or working, and you may not have ever thought about it, I want you to kind of feel what it means to contract, you know, maybe like flex is a better term for everyone to understand. Flex, and try the tray flip by getting a bit lower, right? Landing, and with the intention to land low. It doesn't mean you're gonna land it the next go. It just means you're a step closer because you're fully, you know, you're able to fully commit to the trick with your body, your movement, right? Your movement. So now that we talked about engage, are you opened up too much, right? I see people trying tray flips where their whole chest is exposed to where they're going, and so it makes it super hard to land, and they do this and then they slip back, right? This posture has you naturally wanting to go over this back foot. So if you find yourself slipping out or heavy over the back foot, try to have your shoulders a bit more parallel to the board, right? Where yes, you're opened up slightly, but you're also able to put that tension on the left, or on that front foot, on that lead foot, okay? So for me, as a regular skater, the lead foot is the left. Go down, you're still over the left. Go up and land, still over the left the whole time. Okay, so stay over the lead foot, stay engaged. Make sure that you have enough like power to get the board to spin comfortably. And what I want to discourage is going off of a ledge. Using a ledge to do this and get more time. That was a horrible attempt. I know everyone gets closer than that. It might feel like you're closer, but you're just relying on compensations, right? You're not really understanding why you don't have enough. You're not really understanding the point that you don't have enough strength yet. You're not ready for it yet in some case, and it will serve you better to just get the full rotation comfortably on flat ground, right? That was the case when I was learning switch trays. I could do it off of a sidewalk, but then when I tried it on flat, it was so much more difficult, and I never really got to incorporate those things like staying over that lead foot, opening up to the direction I'm going, making sure I'm strong enough, and it worked backwards. And it wasn't until I applied these things to my switch tray flips that I was able to land them a bit more consistently, right? Still not perfect, but I can do them, and I've done them out forced there, so what's up? No, but point is, I know a lot of us feel challenged when someone tells us, oh, no, you can't do it like that. But it's less of that, and it's more of, you might want to just do it right at a very fundamental stage, right, with flat ground. Okay, so we talked.
Or do it in a way that will help you
understand other tricks too.
Take it to other things more efficient.
Exactly, more effectively. The way you learn if you learn a tray flip off of a ledge, you're gonna have a whole different perspective of how to do that trick versus if you were to learn it on flat ground. Because off the ledge, you can't really you're not really thinking about, oh, did I pop, right? Or did I feel in control? You're more of like, let me just throw it and land it. At least that's how I thought when I was younger, right? If I would have had someone telling me, like, good job, dude. I know you could do it off the 3 block and the 7s, but land it good on flat ground with speed, and you're gonna be so much better at them. If someone were to tell me that, and if I were to listen and apply that, I would have been so beast. But I'm not. I still struggle with tray flips, you know, when it comes down to doing them on different obstacles, because I didn't build that habit of relying on the pop and being able to, you know, choose between giving them more scoop, pop, whatever you want to call it, or more, how would I say this, or more
engagement with everything.
Yeah, like, or more engagement. So all this to say is you want to stay on the flat ground. You want to stay on the flat ground. So I'm trying to, oh my god, I lost my train of thought. I went on a tangent right there. Okay, something else I see people struggling with tray flips is flicking too much, right? They do this, where they go, flick too much, just goes to a vario, or you just feel like your ankle's using all its power. All you got to do, place your foot on the front, apply tension, so that when you release as you pop, that tension as you pop it is slightly applied as the board leaves your foot, right? So it's not really like a flick, it's more of a when your board is going 360, as it initiates that, because there's tension, it has your board flipping from here. So a soft flip that gets a full rotation if it goes 360. A lot of people think about a strong flip and it has their board flipping too fast.
It reminds me of what Conor McGregor said. He's like precision and timing beats power.
There we go. Precision and timing. Yes, the timing is very subtle. Like, as soon as you pop this thing, just with the light pressure alone of the foot, it turns, right? Because it's here and it wants to go here, right? Look, when you do a 360, the board wants to rotate this way. Check it out. Oh my god, that was a tray flip. I touched it. I put tension. Leave it. Damn. I'm not making my point very well. Okay, let's take an impossible. Okay, you see how if my front foot is out of the equation, it goes here, right? You noticed it, right?
Yeah.
Okay. With the front foot applying pressure itself, it's enough for it to flick, right? You don't have to really force it at all. Like with a kick flip, you feel more of your ankle externally rotating. With the tray flip, it's just that tension that's applied as, you know, you stay centered over that foot, stay fairly parallel, a little bit opened up, so that when you go for the trick and land, you're able to be on the left side. Okay? Having said that, there's a lot of us who have different backgrounds. You know, a lot of us start trying tray flips the first day we start skating. A lot of us wait until the very end. We're all in different situations, so I want you to leave in the comments where you're at with tray flips and what you're struggling with most. And the next time I do a tray flip video, I have a bit more context on what I can elaborate in. To end the video, I'm gonna do another tray flip nose manny, and if I get on the nose manny, I'm gonna flip out, and if I don't land it, it's whatever it is. But it's the first. I'm gonna use the first. I only get one try. We'll see. Let's see how it goes. I didn't even get low enough. I didn't stay engaged. The board just left.
I was gonna say do a tray flip on the pyramid.
On the pyramid?
Yeah. Oh, first one right here and then one on the pyramid.
Okay. This is a very complete different tray flip. Oh. On the pyramid?
The pyramid. Oh no.
Try to rush it.
Can't even tray flip. Oh, okay. All right here. Oh no. Do it.
Okay.
Oh.
All right, guys. Have a good rest of your day. Peace out.